Girls, I hope you are doing well and staying home and staying safe. So let us continue our lesson, our virtual classes. Let us continue lesson number 1. What are solids, liquids, and gases? Till now, you have studied about matter, volume, temperature. I just gave an introduction of solid, liquid, and gas. I will explain furthermore about the particles of solid, liquid, and gas. So you also studied about physical properties. Yes. Now, what you remember? Do you remember what did I say in the last class? That the movement of solid particles, how is it? They're vibrating in its own place. For liquid, what did I say you? They slide over each other. And for gases, they are moving apart. They are moving in all directions. You need to know this perfectly so that further I explain you what happens when you increase the temperature of solid. What happened to the particles? What happened to the particles when you increase the temperature for liquid? Or when you increase the temperature, what happens to the energy? Okay, so now here goes. Okay. Changing states of matter. As substance gain or lose energy, okay, as any substance, they gain energy or lose energy either by heating or cooling. Okay, as a substance gain or lose energy, their state or phase of matter changes. Girls, this picture is not there in your book, so try to draw. If you cannot draw these clouds, the solid, at least just write like liquid to gas, gas to solid, okay? Let me come back. Everyone knows that from solid, if I have a solid ice, it melts, it gives me liquid. This liquid, it vaporization occur and it becomes a gas. So from solid to liquid, it is called as melting. From liquid to gas, it's called evaporation or vaporization. Okay, this is solid to liquid and liquid to gas. Now let us come back. From gas to solid. From gas to solid, you know those evaporated droplets, what were there in the clouds? They get cool, that's its condensation. From gas to liquid, it's called as condensation. From liquid to back to solid, when you keep this ice glass of water in the freezer, it freezes and it becomes solid. Okay. Meanwhile, when they are going from solid to liquid, what happens to the energy state? Do they gain energy or they lose energy? See, when matter take in or release energy, just a second guys. When matter take in or release energy, that's what they said. Take in is gaining and release is losing, okay? The temperature changes. When enough energy is taken in or releases, matter can change state. Now, when a gas releases energy, its temperature goes down, okay? When a gas releases energy, releases means it is losing energy. When the gas is losing the energy, the temperature goes down. Okay, if you want me to explain with this diagram here, like see guys, these are the particles, they were gas. When they are losing energy, they are no more, they don't have that ability to go and run around faster. So what happened to them? They come little close to each other because they lost energy. They're losing energy. They are coming close to each other to become liquid. Okay, you understand now what happened when they lose energy? They don't have ability. They are coming very close to each other and the gas becomes liquid. This is what they have said us over here, that temperature goes down until it gets condenses or changes into liquid. Further, now the liquid it loses energy, it releases energy. It doesn't have any energy. The temperature goes more down and it freezes and changes to solid. Okay, this was from gas to liquid and liquid to solid. Okay, this time what is happening to the energy? They're losing energy. That's the reason they're coming close. Now here, the particles are coming close. Now here, the solid gains energy, takes an energy. When you get energy, girls, what happens to you? You try to move faster. Yes, the solid particles, these solid particles, they start to vibrate more, faster and faster, faster and faster, and they start sliding over each other and they become liquid. Like example, you had a solid ice because of your hand temperature, because you're holding into your palm, because the temperature of your palm is making it more warm. Now what happens to the particle? The particles start vibrating faster and start to slide over each other. So this time the solid particles are gaining energy. Okay, we call it as here, they take in energy. Why did I explain you with the definition of losing or gaining? So that you remember that when you gain, you become more faster. When you lose energy, your particles don't have enough ability or enough, you don't have enough ability to move, and the particles come closer. So that's what, when a solid takes in energy, it melts, or when the liquid takes in energy, it evaporates. And this was what I explained. Now both turn liquid into gases. Evaporation is slower and happens only at the surface. Boiling is faster and happens. This also, girls, differences you have to know between evaporation and boiling. Evaporation can occur even at room temperature. I keep a bottle of water in my room, and after 2 days, maybe from the surface of the bottle, the water might evaporate. But it doesn't happen for boiling. For boiling, you need to have very high temperature. The entire liquid is boiling. The entire particles in the liquid is taking part. But for the evaporation, only at the surface. Now that's what, same thing, when a gas releases energy, the gas condenses, changing into a liquid. Particles of water vapor condense and form raindrops. This is what all I explained you just now. When a liquid releases enough energy, as it releases means it's losing energy, that freezes, it changes into solid. Now, as a solid takes in energy, takes means gain. When something gains energy, what happens to temperature? It increases, that means it's moving faster. And it will melt, change into liquid. And then this liquid takes enough energy, it gains more energy, it will evaporate and change into gas. Once again, girls, solid gain energy. When you gain energy, what happens to your speed? You move more faster, and the temperature also is increasing. Eventually, it will melt, changing to liquid. Now, liquid take more energy, it will change to evaporation and form to gas. Okay, here you need to know that for water, the melting and freezing point of 0 degrees Celsius. Condensation and boiling points are 100 degrees Celsius. You need to know this. Next, girls, properties of solids, liquids, and gases. You know that each one has different property. I told you about physical also before. Now, today we'll just learn little about this. Each state of matter has different physical property. Liquid and gases flow. Do you see solid flowing? Never. From place to place. Gases can expand, take up more space. You have seen the particles, how farther they are. And even you can compress them in the perfume bottle, the gas taking up less space. Solids, they have definite texture. When you see solid, you know that it has a definite structure. Different liquid may flow at different rates. They flow at different rate. You can see the honey here. Liquid water flows much more quickly than honey. Okay, so it has its own ways. It doesn't it does not mean that all of the liquids must flow in the same rate. Everyone have different properties. Now girls, just you can read these, okay, and highlight because these are the important points I have taken. Evaporation is slower and happens only at liquid surface. Boiling is faster and happens throughout the liquid. When a solid absorbs enough energy, it melts and turns to liquid. When a liquid absorbs enough energy, it boils and changes to gas. And I have shown you how energy is released. When it loses energy or absorb, what happens? For water, the melting and freezing points are 0 degrees Celsius. Very important. You must know that. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Water vapor condenses at 100 degrees Celsius. Evaporation can happen at temperatures below the boiling temperature, the temperature at which a certain type of matter condenses or boils is the same. So, rest, inshallah. I will continue in my next lesson. That's tomorrow. Take care of yourself, girls.